है जब आप खुश होते हैं तो जिंदगी बेहतर होती है, लेकिन आपकी वजह से अगर कोई खुश होता है तो आपकी जिंदगी बेहतरीन हो जाती है। क्या बात है, क्या बहुत थैंक यू सो मच फॉर सपोर्ट। हमारी एमसी के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां। इन्होंने इतनी खूबसूरती से बता कि इस प्रोग्राम का खाना बना बुना है। आई एम रियली ग्रेटफुल टू यू नलिनी जी।
Thank you for inviting us, and thank you everyone for coming, and we are grateful that you are donating all your proceeds for this very, very noble cause. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of what Edu-Girls is, so let me just give you a brief background, what we stand for, what we are. Edu-Girls is an NGO that was started 10 years ago by a person who has had the passion, the dedication, and then eventually even the vision to take it from where it started to where it is. In fact, Anand Sethji is right here in the audience with us. Anand, join us on the stage, please. Please come out on the stage. Sangeeta would like you to. Yeah. So 10 years ago, yes, we are celebrating 10 years this year. 10 years ago, Anand started an NGO, and the mission was taking girls in poverty and slums and transform their lives through education. As you all would believe, that is perhaps the number one thing that can be do to break the cycle of poverty. So these girls, which we started with a very small number, have grown to over 1,200 as of end of last year, and we hope to cross over 2,500. The impact of education on girls is very, very far-reaching. It has an impact that gets compounded for generations to come. Imagine a girl in poverty who has not taken any education, not only becomes financially independent, is then able to raise a family of educated children, is focused on their nutrition, their health. The economic impact of this on a country is far-reaching. So we firmly believe, all the people who've been involved in it, and a lot of the donors like you, that it's important to give this education. What sets Edu-Girls apart is that we just not take the girls and give them education. We take a very holistic approach to it, to make sure they are educated, they are trained, they go through school, go on to colleges, seek a job, vocational training, a profession, depending on their skills and aptitude. And believe it or not, perhaps one of the most important things which I feel which happens in all this is these girls come from very impoverished backgrounds where education is the last thing the parents can do or even afford. And these girls get married very early, the age of 14, 15, sometimes even 30. So we break that cycle as well. Now, another thing that sets us apart, we make sure that the donations we get are used in a way that we can actually return the best investment to you as donors. We measure their performance, we give them a whole all-rounded education in English medium. We have now started doing digital, through the tablets, through software. We train the teachers, we train the students, we measure their performances, and we do not disperse the funds until some performance indicators are met. So the dollars go a long way. And right now we are supporting 5 schools in 3 countries, 3 in India, in Jaipur, which is our flagship school where this whole initiative started. We have one in the outskirts of Bangalore, we have one in Firozabad, we have a school in Pakistan, we have a school in Nepal. Last year, we took beyond the school and also started a program for girls who are very skilled but don't have the means to go to colleges. We picked up 34 girls, 9 of them who are being supported through our donors in IITs. This year, with your support, we hope to increase the number to 100. and we will expand that to medicine, to law, and other areas as well. So a little bit of help goes a long way. It doesn't really take that long or that much to lift these girls out of poverty. We have a table set up outside, which you can pick up some brochures, some pamphlets. Do check us out. And more importantly, like I said, this is a season of giving coming up with Diwali and holidays. Open your hearts and please help these girls. Thank you.
Open your hearts and open your wallets.
And I'd like to really, really thank for your support. Sir Dhanuk, you're staying over here. This is a beautiful program, but your thoughts are even more beautiful.
Thank you so much. मैं अपने ऑडियंस का धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ, आप अपना कीमती समय निकाल कर यहाँ आए और प्रोग्राम सुन रहे हैं। दिसंबर 19, 2021 को हमने एक ऑनलाइन, जब सर धनक के ऑनलाइन शोज चल रहे थे ड्यूरिंग कोविड लॉकडाउन, तो हमने एक फंड रेजर किया था एडू-गर्ल्स के लिए। उसमें हमारा ऑडियंस से और दूर दराज से करीब $5,000 हमने इकट्ठे किए थे। एंड आई एम वेरी ब्लेस्ड एंड प्राउड ऑफ माई फैमिली दैट माई हस्बैंड डॉक्टर संदीप सिमलोड एंड हिज ब्रदर डॉक्टर प्रदीप सिमलोड, दे मैच द डोनेशंस। सो 5,000 फ्रॉम द डोनेशन एंड 5,000 फ्रॉम माई हस्बैंड, 5,000 फ्रॉम डॉक्टर प्रदीप एंड हिज वाइफ अनुराधा जी। सो आई एम रियली ब्लेस्ड टू be surrounded by such beautiful people. तो $15,000 हमने Edu-Girls के लिए किए थे. So we are so grateful to all of you. Don't just limit to this show. ये तो हमारा चलता रहेगा, but anytime you want to donate, I have seen the work at grassroots level. I visited the school and met with the girls. So very nice and.
I was not planning to say anything, but I must admit that. There's one person, there are two people in this room I know who have been to one of our schools. Suresh Gupta ji sitting there with Adarsh in the front, and of course Sangeeta herself. When Sangeeta was there, she must have seen the eyes of these girls light up, because if they were not at school, they would have been back home looking after a younger sibling or maintaining the house when both mother and father are out there trying to earn a living. She would have been married away at age 13, 14. And now you see in their eyes this sparkle, this dream that yes, I can be something. And you saw that. She wrote a lovely poem in Hindi after your visit. I can't remember that now, but it was so moving. And ever since that time, she hasn't looked back, and neither has her group. And they have devoted, donated, raised money for us. I just want to make one point that she said we raised $15,000. You know the magic of that $15,000? It takes only $1 a day for us to take this girl living in poverty and take her all the way to financial independence. So whatever you leave behind is manna in heaven. Now I do want to say outside we have some wine bags and some greeting cards that the girls themselves have painted. Each wine bag, one bag, will pay for 1 week of education for one girl. So when you are going out in the intermission, pick up a wine bag, you know you're not buying a bag, you're buying 1 week of education. Thank you.
सभी की बताना चाहूँगी और आप सभी का फिर से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगी कि आज आप यहाँ आए और आपकी वजह से कई जिंदगियाँ आज संवरने वाली है। सो थैंक यू सो मच। क्योंकि कभी कभी यूँ होता है कि आपकी हालात तय करते हैं, शौक नहीं कि कब पढ़ना है और कब कमाना है। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर सपोर्टिंग दीज गर्ल्स। और आई गेस इसकी वेबसाइट भी है एडू-गर्ल्स, अगर आप वेबसाइट पर जाकर Edu-Girls, right? Edu-Girls.org, तो अगर आपको और इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए या वहाँ से भी डायरेक्टली डोनेट आप कर सकते हैं। आई नो किसी का मन नहीं कर रहा है यहाँ से उठने के लिए, बट देवी और सज्जनों यहाँ पर लेते हैं 10 मिनट का ब्रेक और मिलते हैं ब्रेक के बाद। कहीं जाइएगा नहीं, लौट कर आइएगा 10 मिनट ब्रेक के बाद।